Good day, my words are different. Welcome to day 83 of our 365 days Bible reading series. Today, our Bible reading will be taken from the books of First Samuel chapter 8 to 12. So, do also stay tuned to the end of today's reading. God bless you. First Samuel chapter 8. And it came to pass when Samuel was old that he made his sons judges over Israel. Now the name of his firstborn was Joel, and the name of his second Abiah. They were judges in Beersheba. And his sons walked not in his ways, but turned aside after lucre, and took bribes, and perverted judgment. Then all the elders of Israel gathered themselves together, and came to Samuel unto Ramah, and said unto him, Behold, thou art old, and thy sons walk not in thy ways. Now make us a king to judge us like all the nations. But the thing displeased Samuel when they said, Give us a king to judge us. And Samuel prayed unto the Lord. And the Lord said unto Samuel, Hearken unto the voice of the people in all that they say unto thee. For they have not rejected thee, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them, according to all the works which they have done since the day that I brought them up out of Egypt, even unto this day, wherewith they have forsaken me, and served other gods, so do they also unto thee. Now therefore hearken unto their voice, howbeit yet protest solemnly unto them, and shew them the manner of the king that shall reign over them. And Samuel told all the words of the Lord unto the people that asked of him a king. And he said, This will be the manner of the king that shall reign over you. He will take your sons, and appoint them for himself, for his chariots, and to be his horsemen, and some shall run before his chariot, and he will appoint him captains over thousands, and captains over fifties, and will set them to heir his ground, and to reap his harvest, and to make his instrument of war, and instrument of his chariot. And he will take your daughters to be confectionaries, and to be cooks, and to be bakers. And he will take your fields, and your vineyards, and your olive yards, even the best of them, and give them to his servants. And he will take the tenth of your seed and of your vineyards, and give to his officers and to his servants. And he will take your men servants, and your maid servants, and your goodliest young men, and your asses, and put them to his work. He will take the tenth of your sheep, and ye shall be his servant. And ye shall cry out in that day because of your king, which ye shall have chosen you, and the Lord will not hear you in that day. Nevertheless, the people refused to obey the voice of Samuel, and they said, Nay, but we will have a king over us, that we also may be like all the nations, and that our king may judge us, and go out before us, and fight our battles. And Samuel heard all the words of the people, and he rehearsed them in the ears of the Lord. And the Lord said to Samuel, Hearken unto their voice, and make them a king. And Samuel said unto the men of Israel, Go ye every man unto his city. In the book of First Samuel chapter 8, Samuel was old, and he had sons, Joel and Abiah, and they were not like him. They took bribe, and they perverted against the people and God. And so the people saw that they were not fit heads to judge them, just as Samuel had did. So they came over and they said, Okay, we need a king. And when they had said this, Samuel went to God and prayed to him. And when he had prayed to him, God said that don't worry, they had not rejected you, but it's me. So that he should hear what they say, but he should tell them all the consequences of this king that they seek to get. So when he went back to them, he told them what the Lord had said, that you appoint them a king, but these are the consequences, that the king would do so manner of things, and he would take their sons as horsemen, and make them servants, and take their asses, and later they will cry unto him, but the Lord will not hear them. So he told them this, and they still insisted that they needed a king. And this was what happened in the book of First Samuel chapter 8. First Samuel chapter 9. Now there was a man of Benjamin, whose name was Kish, the son of Abiel, the son of Zerah, the son of Becharath, the son of Aphia, a Benjamite, a mighty man of power. And he had a son whose name was Saul, a choice young man, and a goodly. And there was not among the children of Israel a goodlier person than him. From his shoulders and upward he was higher than any of the people. And the asses of Kish, Saul's father, were lost. And Kish said to Saul his son, Take now one of the servants with thee, and arise, go, seek the asses. And he passed through Mount Ephraim, and passed through the land of Shalisha, but they found them not. Then they passed through the land of Shalim, and there they were not. And he passed through the land of the Benjamites, but they found them not. And when they were come to the land of Zoph, Saul said to his servant that was with him, Come, and let us return, lest my father leave caring for the asses, and take thought of us. And he said unto him, Behold now, there is in this city a man of God, and he is an honorable man. All that he said cometh surely to pass. Now let us go thither. Peradventure he can shew us our way, that we should go. Then said Saul to his servant, But behold, if we go, what shall we bring the man? For the bread is spent in our vessels, and there is not a present to bring to the man of God. What have we? And the servant answered Saul again and said, Behold, I have here at hand the 4 parts of a shekel of silver, that will I give to the man of God to tell us our way. Before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of the Lord, thus he spake, Come, and let us go to the seer. For he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer. Then said Saul to his servant, Well said, come, let us go. And they went unto the city where the man of God was. And as they went up the hill to the city, they found young maidens going out to draw water. And they said unto them, Is the seer here? And they answered them and said, He is. Behold, he is before you. Make haste now, for he came today to the city, for there is a sacrifice of the people today in the high place. As soon as ye be come into the city, ye shall straightway find him, before he go up to the high place to eat. For the people will not eat until he come, because he doth bless the sacrifice, and afterward they eat that be bidden. Now therefore get you up, for about this time ye shall find him. And they went up into the city, and when they were come into the city, behold, Samuel came out against them for to go up to the high place. Now the Lord had told Samuel in his ear a day before Saul came, saying, Tomorrow about this time I will send thee a man out of the land of Benjamin, and thou shalt anoint him to be the captain over my people Israel, that he may save my people out of the hand of the Philistines. For I have looked upon my people, because their cry is come unto me. And when Samuel saw Saul, the Lord said unto him, Behold, the man whom I speak to thee of, this same shall reign over my people. Then Saul drew near to Samuel in the gate and said, Tell me, I pray thee, where the seer's house is. And Samuel answered Saul and said, I am the seer. Go up before me unto the high place, for ye shall eat with me today, and tomorrow I will let thee go, and will tell thee all that is in thine heart. And as for thine asses that were lost 3 days ago, set not thy mind on them, for they are found, and on whom is all the desire of Israel? Is it not on thee, and on all thy father's house? And Saul answered and said, Am not I a Benjamite, of the smallest of the tribes of Israel, and my family the least of all the families of the tribe of Benjamin? Wherefore then speakest thou so to me? And Samuel took Saul and his servant, and brought them into the parlor, and made them sit in the chiefest place among them that were bidden, which were about 30 persons. And Samuel said unto the cook, Bring the portion which I gave thee, and which I said unto thee, set it by thee. And the cook took up the shoulder and that which was upon it, and set it before Paul. And Samuel said, Behold, that which is left, set it before thee, and eat. For unto this time hath it been kept for thee, since I said, I have invited the people. So Saul did eat with Samuel that day. And when they were come down from the high place into the city, Samuel communed with Saul upon the top of the house. And they arose early, and it came to pass about the spring of the day, that Samuel called to Saul to the top of the house, saying, Up, that I may send thee away. And Saul arose, and they went out, both of them, he and Samuel, abroad. And as they were going down to the end of the city, Samuel said to Saul, Bid the servant pass on before us. And he passed on. But stand thou still a while, that I may shew thee the word of God. In the book of First Samuel chapter 9, it talks about the story of Saul, how Saul was recognized by Samuel. First of all, he had a father named Kish, and this was of the tribe of the Benjamites. And one day his father said unto him that his asses were lost, so he should go and with his servant and look for the asses. So they went through Mount Ephraim to Shalim, or to Shashalisha, to Shalim, and they went up to Zoph, and they were about to give up. Saul wanted to give up and say, okay, let us go back. So we'll tell our father that we didn't find it, before he gets worried over us instead of the asses themselves. But the servant said, that they should go up and see the seer, which is Prophet Samuel, that they've heard of a seer, a man of God, that you tell them which way they would go and what is on their way, what peradventure where their sheep had or asses had gone. So they went into the city, and before then, Saul was already asking what he would give the prophet because the seer, because they had nothing, only stale bread, and all their bread were finished. And so the servant said he had some, was it silver or some money that he would just give it to the seer. So on their way inside, they actually had an encounter with Samuel directly, and they asked him because they were supposed to go inside somewhere, but they asked him where is the seer. And before then, Samuel had already received the word from the Lord that he was going to meet the anointed one, the king, the person which he had chosen for them, for Israelite to be their king. And when he saw him, God told him that he was the one. And Samuel was quite excited to meet him, and he told him that he should stay with him and eat breakfast and go tomorrow, till tomorrow, that he has something for him. And they went and they ate, and he told them at the end of the day, in the morning when he arose, he told him that he should get up, and then he told the servants to go before him, so that he wanted to tell him all that the Lord had told him of. And he also assured him before then, the day before, he assured him that they were going to find their asses, and that was one thing. So they stayed with Samuel until the time he planned on speaking to Saul this chapter. First Samuel chapter 10. Then Samuel took a vial of oil and poured it upon his head and kissed him and said, Is it not because the Lord had anointed thee to be captain over his inheritance? When thou art departed from me today, then thou shalt find 2 women by Rachel's sepulchre in the border of Benjamin at Selzah, and they will say unto thee, The asses which thou wentest to seek are found, and lo, thy father hath left the care of the asses, and sorroweth for you, saying, What shall I do for my son? Then shalt thou go on forward from thence, and thou shalt come to the plain of Tabor, and there shall meet thee 3 men going up to God to Bethel, one carrying 3 kids, and another carrying 3 loaves of bread, and another carrying a bottle of wine. And they will salute thee, and give thee 2 loaves of bread, which thou shalt receive of their hands. After that thou shalt come to the hill of God, which is the garrison of the Philistines. And it shall come to pass, when thou art come thither to the city, that thou shalt meet a company of prophets coming down from the high place with psaltery, and a tabret, and a pipe, and a harp before them, and they shall prophesy. And the Spirit of the Lord will come upon thee, and thou shalt prophesy with them, and shall be turned into another man. And let it be, when these signs are come unto thee, that thou do as occasion serve thee. For God is with thee, and thou shalt go down before me to Gilgal, and behold, I will come down unto thee to offer burnt offerings, and to sacrifice sacrifices of peace offerings. 7 days shalt thou tarry, till I come to thee, and shew thee what thou shalt do. And it was so, that when he had turned his back to go from Samuel, God gave him another heart, and all those signs came to pass that day. And when they came thither to the hill, behold, a company of prophets met him, and the Spirit of God came upon him, and he prophesied among them. And it came to pass, when all that knew him before time saw that, behold, he prophesied among the prophets, then the people said one to another, What is this that is come unto the son of Kish? Is Saul also among the prophets? And one of the same place answered and said, But who is their father? Therefore it became a proverb, Is Saul also among the prophets? And when he had made an end of prophesying, he came to the high place. And Saul's uncle said unto him and to his servants, Whither went he? And he said, To seek the asses. And when we saw that they were nowhere, we came to Samuel. And Saul's uncle said, Tell me, I pray thee, what Samuel said unto you. And Saul said unto his uncle, He told us plainly that the asses were found, but of the matter of the kingdom whereof Samuel spake, he told him not. And Samuel called the people together unto the Lord to Mizpeh, and said unto the children of Israel, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, I brought up Israel out of Egypt, and delivered you out of the hand of the Egyptians, and out of the hand of all kingdoms, and of them that oppressed you. And ye have this day rejected your God, who himself saved you out of all your adversaries and your tribulations. And ye have said unto him, Nay, but set a king over us. Now therefore present yourselves before the Lord by your tribes and by your thousands. And when Samuel had caused all the tribes of Israel to come near, the tribe of Benjamin was taken. And when he had caused the tribe of Benjamin to come near by their families, the family of Meshrai was taken, and Saul the son of Kish was taken. And when they sought him, he could not be found. Therefore they inquired of the Lord further, if the man should yet come thither. And the Lord answered, Behold, he had hid himself among the stuff. And they ran and fetched him thence. And when he stood among the people, he was higher than any of the people from his shoulders and upward. And Samuel said to all the people, See ye him whom the Lord hath chosen, that there is none like him among all the people. And all the people shouted and said, God save the king. Then Samuel told the people the manner of the kingdom, and wrote it in a book, and laid it up before the Lord. And Samuel sent all the people away, every man to his house. And Saul also went home to Gibeah, and there went with him a band of men, whose hearts God had touched. But the children of Belial said, How shall this man save us? And they despised him, and brought him no presents, but he held his peace. Recap on 1 Samuel chapter 10. Saul took a vial of oil and anointed Samuel, that the Lord had chosen him. And when he had done this, he told him instructions that his asses that were lost will be found with women in the sepulchre of Rachel, and he shall hear that his father was looking for him instead of the ass. And he shall go further and go to table, and he will be in a company of prophets, where he would also prophesy and speak in tongues. And all this happened, and he spoke in tongues, and this came to pass. And they started calling him Saul. Saul the prophet. There was a saying that came up out of that event. So Samuel called the people of Israel together unto Mizpeh, and he called from there. He tried to narrow down who the king was, from the tribes to the families and down to the sons. And when they had found out that it was Benjamin and the son of Kish, Saul, they went to look for Saul, and he was nowhere to be found. So they had to go and bring him out from where he was hiding. And in front of the people, he declared him king over Israel, that the Lord had chosen him to be king over Israel. 1 Samuel chapter 11. Then Nahash the Ammonite came up and encamped against Jabesh Gilead, and all the men of Jabesh said unto Nahash, Make a covenant with us, and we will serve thee. And Nahash the Ammonite answered them, On this condition will I make a covenant with you, that I may thrust out all your right eyes, and lay it for a reproach upon all Israel. And the elders of Jabesh said unto him, Give us 7 days respite, that we may send messengers unto all the coasts of Israel. And then, if there be no man to save us, we will come out to thee. Then came the messengers to Gibeah of Saul, and told the tidings in the ear of the people. And all the people lifted up their voices and wept. And behold, Saul came after the herd out of the field. And Saul said, What aileth the people that they weep? And they told him the tidings of the men of Jabesh. And the Spirit of God came upon Saul when he heard those tidings, and his anger was kindled greatly. And he took a yoke of oxen, and hewed them in pieces, and sent them throughout all the coast of Israel by the hands of messengers, saying, Whosoever cometh not forth after Saul and after Samuel, so shall it be done unto his oxen. And the fear of the Lord fell on the people, and they came out with one consent. And when he numbered them in Bezek, the children of Israel were 300,000, and the men of Judah 30,000. And they said unto the messengers that came, Thus shall ye say unto the men of Jabesh Gilead, Tomorrow by that time the sun be hot, ye shall have help. And the messengers came and shewed it to the men of Jabesh, and they were glad. Therefore the men of Jabesh said, Tomorrow we will come out unto you, and ye shall do with us all that seemeth good unto you. And it was so on the morrow that Saul put the people in 3 companies, and they came into the midst of the host in the morning watch, and slew the Ammonites until the heat of the day. And it came to pass that they which remained were scattered, so that 2 of them were not left together. And the people said unto Samuel, Who is he that said, Shall Saul reign over us? Bring the men, that we may put them to death. And Saul said, There shall not a man be put to death in this day, for today the Lord hath wrought salvation in Israel. Come, and let us go to Gilgal, and renew the kingdom there. And all the people went to Gilgal, and there they made Saul king before the Lord in Gilgal, and there they sacrificed sacrifices of peace offerings before the Lord, and there Saul and all the men of Israel rejoiced greatly. In the book of 1 Samuel chapter 11, Nahash the Ammonite came unto Jabesh Gilead, and the people, they wanted to him to make a deal so that you become gods over them. Apparently, he wanted them to remove their eyes. He said that only on one condition, that if you remove their eyes for them and show them to Israel. And when all these things came onto the people, they wept. They were not happy because of the news. They were going to be slaves with the Ammonites. So when Saul heard this, he was very sad, and he used a bull, the yoke of an animal, and then he cut them into pieces and sent them out to all the tribes. And he told them that they were going to stand up, and they battled against the Ammonites. They battled against the Ammonites, and they came out victorious. That was the first recorded victory of Saul in the Bible, and that was what happened. And because of this, they made Saul king, because he led the battle. They made him king over Israel in in Gilgal. First Samuel chapter 12. And Samuel said unto all Israel, Behold, I have hearkened unto your voice in all that ye said unto me, and I have made a king over you. And now, behold, the king walketh before you, and I am old and grey-headed. And behold, my sons are with you, and I have walked before you from my childhood until this day. Behold, here I am, witness against me before the Lord, and before his anointed. Whose ox have I taken, or whose ass have I taken, or whom have I defrauded, or whom have I oppressed, or of whose hand have I received any bribe to blind mine eyes therewith? And I will restore it to you. And he said, Thou hast not defrauded us, nor oppressed us, neither hast thou taken aught of any man's hand. And he said unto them, The Lord is witness against you, and his anointed is witness this day, that ye have not found aught in my hand. And they answered, He is witness. And Samuel said unto the people, It is the Lord that advanced Moses and Aaron, and that brought your fathers up out of the land of Egypt. Now therefore stand still, that I may reason with you before the Lord of all the righteous act of the Lord, which he did to you and to your fathers. When Jacob was come into Egypt, and your fathers cried unto the Lord, then the Lord sent Moses and Aaron, which brought forth your fathers out of Egypt, and made them dwell in this place. And when they forgot the Lord their God, he sold them into the land of Sisera, captain of the host of Hazor, and into the hand of the Philistines, and into the hand of the king of Moab. And they fought against them, and they cried unto the Lord, and said, We have sinned, because we have forsaken the Lord, and have served Baalim and Ashtaroth. But now deliver us out of the hands of our enemies, and we will serve thee. And the Lord sent Jerubbaal, and Bedan, and Jephthah, and Samuel, and delivered you out of the hand of your enemies on every side, and ye dwelt safe. And when ye saw that Nahash the king of the children of Ammon came against you, ye said unto me, Nay, but the king shall reign over us, when the Lord your God was king. Now therefore, behold, the king whom ye have chosen, and whom ye have desired, and behold, the Lord hath set a king over you. If ye will fear the Lord, and serve him, and obey his voice, and not rebel against the commandment of the Lord, then shall both ye and also the king that reigneth over you continue following the Lord your God. But if ye will not obey the voice of the Lord, but rebel against the commandment of the Lord, then shall the hand of the Lord be against you, as it was against your fathers. Now therefore stand and see the great thing which the Lord will do before your eyes. Is it not wheat harvest today? I will call unto the Lord, and he shall send thunder and rain, that ye may perceive and see that your wickedness is great, that which ye have done in the sight of the Lord, in asking you a king. Samuel called unto the Lord, and the Lord sent thunder and rain that day, and all the people greatly feared the Lord and Samuel. And all the people said unto Samuel, Pray for thy servant unto the Lord thy God, that we die not, for we have added unto all our sins this evil to ask us a king. And Samuel said unto the people, Fear not, ye have done all this wickedness, yet return not aside from following the Lord, but serve the Lord with all your heart, and turn ye not aside. For then should ye go after vain things, which cannot profit nor deliver, for they were vain. But the Lord will not forsake his people for his great name's sake, because it had pleased the Lord to make you his people. Moreover, as for me, God forbid that I should sin against the Lord in ceasing to pray for you, but I will teach you the good and the right way. Only fear the Lord and serve him in truth with all your heart, for consider how great things he had done for you. But if ye shall still do wickedly, ye shall be consumed, both ye and your king. In the book of First Samuel chapter 12, Samuel gave the people a recap of what had happened, of how a king had been made over Israel, which was Saul, and how they came out of Egypt, and how they left God and were serving other gods, but now how they have a king and how the king is ruling over them. And he made a comment that he said something about the king that they did not choose the Lord but allowed the Lord to be king over them, and they allowed another person to be king over them, and they were kind of asking for forgiveness. But Samuel told them that the Lord was not angry with them, but because they were sinning, but they were not sinning by not doing his commandments, but that evil that is done before, as long as they followed God's commandment and um not fall by the wayside, that the Lord will continue to be their God, for he heart delights in making them his people. It's been really awesome reading with you. I hope to see you tomorrow for another time reading God's word. God bless you.